Okay, Zach, let's talk about your new movie. I believe this is the third Wimpy Kid film.
Yeah, we were fortunate enough to do 1 and 2, and I can't believe we're doing 3. I mean, it was awesome. It was a great experience.
Now, how is this going to be different from the other Wimpy Kids?
The third movie is about the relationship between Greg and Frank, and how they don't really, they don't really bond as much as they should. And so Susan, Greg's mom, says, "Hey Frank, why don't you go do something productive with Greg? Because all he's doing for his summer vacation is playing video games and relaxing." And that's what Greg finds the ideal summer vacation. And Greg's not too happy about it, but they try to work out their differences and kind of bond.
Okay, and what are some of the activities for the summer vacation for this film that it's kind of wild and crazy, right?
Yeah, Frank, he really wants Greg to be active in sports and stuff, so Frank and Greg try to become Boy Scouts, so that doesn't really work out too well. Yeah, I mean, they're both really not big fans of camping, so I guess you could kind of picture what's going to happen there.
Now, I also the trailer was released earlier this month, and I saw a few clips where there was a swimming pool scene. Why don't you talk a little bit about that? And how did you manage to film that part, huh?
Well, when Greg goes to the country club with Rowley, Holly Hills is there, of course. What could be better than that? And this lady, Greg witnesses this lady think of how impressive it is for someone to jump off this really high diving board and do a flip. So Greg says, "Hey, I'm going to do this. This is kind of easy, and I can impress Holly Hills." So he tries to do his little flip, and he loses his bathing suit. Yeah, it's at the top of the diving board. And what could be better than Holly Hills swimming right by him at the same exact time as he loses his bathing suit? And how we filmed that it was kind of weird because I had to wear this flesh-colored Speedo.
Really?
And they had a couple of background people there, and when I would get out of the pool, it would be really weird because I'd just be in this weird... It looked like I was nude from far away. So I'm like, what? Oh, are you kidding me? But yeah, so we would be treading water for a long time, so eventually they gave us like little tubes to sit in and stuff, and we still had to pretend like we were treading water for the scene. It was cool.
Was it an uncomfortable film scene for you?
Not really. I mean, I basically do whatever gets laughs.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully it will get laughs. And it was, I mean, I have worn a Speedo for the second Wimpy Kid film and everything, but I don't really feel it, I don't find it uncomfortable. I mean, it was just a little weird because when you have people who don't really know what the scene's about and they just witness you in this weird little thing, that's what's really kind of awkward.
Oh, I see. I also noticed, just by looking at the trailer, it's sort of like Greg is starting to grow up, going into his teenage years, and he has more interest in girls now, right? Could you elaborate a little about that?
Well, Greg has always had a crush on Holly Hills, but, now that he's getting older, he's kind of thinking of how he can really, set the stakes high and, really get her attention and finally make it to becoming her boyfriend or something like that. But, it's kind of funny because Greg and Rowley, I mean, they're kind of like timeless characters, and it's funny because in middle school, they're just like regular kids. I mean, Greg has his crush on some like really popular girl who's way out of his league, and, he kind of tries to do whatever he can to get her attention, and it doesn't always work out.
Yeah. Now, this being the third Wimpy Kid movie, and you obviously are growing up yourself, growing up along with the character itself. I mean, how much more Wimpy Kid movies can we actually do, or is this the last one?
I'm not sure about that. I mean, if the third one does as well as the first and second half, we would probably do a fourth movie. Hopefully we do. But, I mean, it's natural for someone to grow up. I mean, it's a bit of a struggle because the characters are supposed to not grow up as much as we have.
Absolutely.
But, hopefully we do a fourth one. You never know what'll happen.
Okay. And yourself, you've been a child star for quite some time now. And you're growing up yourself. How are you making certain type of adjustments for your own career?
As I get older, I really think I look ahead into the future and think, what do I want to be doing as an actor? Yeah. I mean, because I really want to do this for the rest of my life. I mean, I've always wanted to play be in a dramatic film and play a really dramatic character, and that would be a great experience because I want to like build off my acting experiences and everything. But I really want to go to college, go to film school, maybe become a director. But hopefully I work on something that was as fundamental as the Wimpy Kid movies. It was a great experience.
Okay, well that's pretty good for yourself, and I also noticed that you just signed on for a television series. Could you discuss a little bit about that? I think you're filming the pilot or something like that.
Yes, I actually wrapped filming a pilot last night called The Unprofessional, and we've been working on that for the past 2 weeks. It's basically about my mom in the script, Mary McCormick.
Okay.
She is Hillary, and she recently got laid off from her job, and she always says that she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but the kids really don't agree with her. I mean, they really haven't seen her for their whole lives. I mean, they go to carpool with some other parent, they have a babysitter at home, and their dad travels a lot, but they really favor the dad more. So it's really basically about the mom becoming a stay-at-home mom, and they don't really get along as well as they should.
Okay, terrific. And going back to the Wimpy Kid, do you think, I'm not sure whether you've actually seen the film yet, but is this going to be the best Wimpy Kid film out of all three of them, you think? Or the most hilarious?
Picking out one of the films that is the best out of these three films, that's a tough question because they all have really different stories. I mean, the relationships are key to what's going to happen in the next films. And, I really definitely think that the third movie is far more hilarious than the first and second. I mean, I think everyone has struggles bonding with their parents, especially their fathers, but I really think everyone's gonna love it. I mean, I had so much fun filming this, and I hope the message come across in the film of how much fun it was. I mean, to work with such a great cast, and I hope everyone else feels the same way, and I hope they like it as much as I did.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.